disappointing, some news that we maybe expected but always hoped not to see?
Yeah, I think it's disappointing today, after all the good work we put in to have such a successful pilot on Saturday, to be sitting 4 days later thinking, we're maybe now sitting in a situation we might have behind closed doors again. We thought after Saturday the supporters were absolutely brilliant. Everybody helped us make sure that pilot got 10 out of 10. So we're extremely grateful to everybody for their assistance with that. There was so much work went into the planning. Lawrence Ellerby, our safety officer, he worked tirelessly, as well as many staff at the club, the supporter liaison officers. Everybody pulled together to make sure that worked really, really well. And it was just vital for us to then do well and then hopefully move to a sort of fully social distance stadium, which was the next stage. The Sports Ground Safety Authority said to us on Saturday after the game they were happy to support us going to opening all stands, which they got as a 3,000 capacity. And now we're sitting, Tuesday because of the health stats, and I get that, I understand that, but I just feel sometimes that I'm a little bit frustrated because we've put a lot of work in to make sure it's safe, make sure that everybody comes here, and anybody who was here on Saturday will realise how safe and secure they felt in the stadium. And there's a bit of mixed messages going on for me. I look at 350 people still able to go on a plane, churches being open, which is still indoor. There are a lot of things there, and I think, well, this football's an outdoor sport, and I think they have to look on it slightly differently. Lower league football, League One and League Two, we rely on the match day income, that far more than the Premier League and the Championship, because obviously the Premiership and the Championship have got far higher TV revenues. Premier League, they're looking at 120 million, Championship's 8 million, in League One it's 1.4, and in League Two it's just under $1 million. So therefore, League One and League Two rely on those match day incomes. So this is a massive blow for all of us. We'll obviously await to get what it means for us from the EFL, which hopefully we'll hear quite soon because they're in regular dialogue with the government, and then we'll just take stock of the situation. I think I really worry about the future for a lot of lower league clubs who are like ourselves in our work with Shrewsbury Town, the community, are at the heart of our community, do so much good work, and it's so important that all 72 clubs survive this and get through it. We're desperately all in need of some form of rescue package. The EFL have been speaking to the Premier League and others as well about trying to get some financial support. But if this news is the way we think it potentially is, and that even our social distance crowd, especially even for us, who have got one of the best finances in the EFL, when you start to get a little bit concerned when suddenly this might be deferred for, we don't know at the moment. We have to wait and see, whether it's a month, 2 months or longer. But it is imperative for us to get supporters back in the ground, albeit in a safe manner, which we proved on Saturday.
A 6-month layoff can be really difficult for a lot of teams, can't it? Most teams, in fact.
There is no doubt there will be casualties unless there is some kind of help for clubs. If we have to go 6 months, all clubs have to go 6 months waiting for some kind of income again. We've already had 6 months. We're 6 months down the line with little or no income. There was a bit of shed of light because we got the game on the 1,000 in the Saturday, which helps a little bit. But that was, albeit that was a lost leader on Saturday, that cost us money to put that game on. But we felt it was the right thing to do to get 1,000 of our fans back into the stadium in the hope that we can then get 3,000 in for the for the next game. So that's why I'm looking at us and I'm looking at other clubs. Unless there's some sort of support out there for clubs, government have been giving out funding and bailouts for other industries. And I think whether it's the Premier League, whether it's the government or outside, I think there's going to have to be a real need now for some kind of financial help to get clubs through this, because I really worry about the future of lower league football. And it's not just the EFL, it's below that as well. You've got National League clubs and below that too. So, there's a massive widespread issue going to be happening for football. But we also realise at the same time that we understand the issues with health. But I think the message for me is we need some help here.